let me ask you guys. You guys like you and Derek and Ronnie, you're married and stuff like that. Like, what do y'all think? Like, how do like keeping a marriage going, like hot and all that stuff like that? You know, like what are your thoughts on that kind of stuff? Like people saying like, yo, my girl's not a freak, she don't do this or whatever. What are your thoughts on those kind of things?
Hey man, marry well, brother. Just take time and figure out who you trying to marry, man. Because you know you got to be compatible. Things that you dig, she got to dig it too, man. You get that out the way in the dating phase, bro. You know what I mean? So you know, like I'm saying, listen, if you invite me and my wife over to your house for a dinner party and we disappear for 20 minutes, man, you know. It might be one of those boomerang situations, you know what I mean? You come out the bathroom, I'm like, oh Lord, you know.
I agree with Derek. Like those, if you having sexual problems in your marriage, I mean, you should have noticed that prior to the marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's all about compatibility. You know what your female likes, what you like, and each other likes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get married, that doesn't mean your sex life goes dead. You know, it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Another thing too, in your marriage, before your marriage, you should have expressed some of the things you like or whatever you into to be able to see if that person is compatible for you. You know what I'm saying? Because let's face the fact, sex in a marriage is important. Sex in a relationship is important. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the only thing, but it's definitely up there.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's up there.
So let me ask you this question. Is that you know, coming up, especially in ministry, that's one of the things you get with a lot of young people at retreats and things like that. That would be a question that people would ask. So I want to ask this question, and this is going to sound like a weird question, strange. I always like to ask this to young Christians. You get married, okay? Within 1 year, you find out that the person you married will not be able to have sex for medical reasons. What do you do?
You Christian?
The person that you just said, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, that person, okay, and I'm gonna tell you where I got this scenario from. I'll tell you where I got it from. Many years ago, there was a show, and this woman said that she couldn't have sex with her husband because her vaginal tract was too small and it was painful. So she told him she understood if he needed to go out and do what he needed to do, right? It turned out on this show that the person was actually a man. Now, don't let that. I know it's one of those weird talk shows back in the day. So it made me think of when you say that sex is so important. I just changed the scenario and said, what if the person that you love in a head over heels with, what if they are unable to perform sex? And I've asked a lot of women that, and I've gotten some very, very hilarious answers. But go ahead.
So the thing is, you're saying that they can't perform sex, and if you find this out after you got married?
No. 1 year, within 1 year of getting married. They were good until within 1 year. So now 1 year after you are married, would you say, Rodney?
No, Kelvin, there's more than one way to have sex.
Right. Okay.
More than one way to have sex.
What that mouth do?
I mean, the thing is, we not take. We got a point here. We're not taking it off the table completely. In my mind, we just have to. We have to just figure it out.
So you're going. But the main thing is you're going to stay. 1 year, you're going to stay though.
Yeah, I mean, if I married my wife, and then later on after we got married, found out that was something that we couldn't do anymore. Like I said, we'll find other alternatives. You know,
I'm very, very impressed with that because I got some people was like they were out.
But we just can't have sex that way.
Yeah. You know, that's, I guess
I said, what's up with the crying game?
And then they called me Melvin, so I done been Calvin, Kevin, and Melvin. All right, look.
Listen, that's a tough thing, man.
I didn't come up with a scenario. I just thought about why. You know, what do you do in that situation? Because I was surprised that the dude waited 13 years. You know, especially when you carry the one. I mean, that's a minute. That's a long time. So I'm just saying, but because you made the point that it is so important.
Yeah, it's one of the things. It's up there.
Right.
It's definitely up there.
Right.
But like I said, that's not a reason to be out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Because listen, us guys, we get a certain age. Wonder if we had to get prostate cancer.
Correct. It can happen to one of us.
But that's why I make it very, very early on.
Oh, like the 1 year. 1 year.
Because what happens, I think a large majority of people would leave, even with tears in their eyes, or the person to be like, I'm going to get my nails done again for the 10th time this week. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the, you know, some people wind up having to step out or whatever. I just think it's a lot. You know, it's a lot, and it's a lot to ask. And you know,
that's why marriage is a big commitment. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
people got to understand that. People take it for granted. I mean, technically, you marry somebody, you in it for the long haul. You know, it's for better or for worse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's supposed to hold you down. You're supposed to hold her down. Take care of family, build together, grow, all that. You know.
So just for the record, everybody is staying, right, D?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Because you can buy me a sex doll, and I can, like, you know, you buy me a sex doll. They got them good looking ones nowadays, man. So, you know.
Hey, look, you got to come with
with
some
real.
accommodation, man. You know what I mean? When you've been in the game that long, listen, like you said, if it's the first year, you know, that's a tough sell, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, that's a real tough sell.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not gonna leave after 1 year. I mean, if
Right.
Yeah,
but,
it's not.
You know what I mean? But you know, I would like to say stay, because you know it's for better or for worse. It really is. You know, and my wife just chimed in right there, y'all. She said, and she's like, "Shit, you better be glad."
Yeah.
Our situation is what it is. Because if you was asking this question about you, that's what that meant.
Okay,
Yeah.
but listen. I'll say this, and I'm very, very, very proud of this. One of my closest friends, he got married. I think it was like 07 or something. I don't know what happened to him. He had some type of breakdown. He had a breakdown. He is not the same person.
Yeah.
He cannot take care of himself anymore.
Yeah.
He is a shell of himself. I don't even stay in contact anymore. You couldn't even communicate with him. That woman, this happened within 6 months of them getting married. When I tell you, she has dedicated her life to taking care of him. She has stayed, and I'm astounded. I'm amazed by it. She has stayed.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, and it's so unfair. But she is right there by his side. She had the perfect opportunity to get this annulled and leave. She stayed, and she takes care of him.
That's
It's
power
amazing.
women, man. That's the power
Amazing.
of women, bro.
Yeah, correct. You know what I'm saying? The woman,
I don't know how many men that would have stayed, bro. I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Dudes that would have stuck around.
Okay, I don't think I
would've-
should be real with you.
Look, I'm just being honest.
No, I don't.
There's not. Let's speak, man. There's not a lot. I don't know a lot of guys that would have, you know, stuck in there, or at least wouldn't have crept out or something. You know what I mean? And yeah, women usually stay. Men
Yeah, and men don't.
Yeah, McCole, that's right. You know, I
Yeah.
can't even front.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like I said
Men will be quicker to be out than women.
Yeah,
Like I-
you would.
Like I said
Call it what
before,
it is.
if she let me have a girlfriend, we could have a happy marriage.
You know?
D, you know what? Y'all start putting his email address next to his name.